people, and welcome to another edition of yours truly, Josiah Willis, here today with another reaction. Let's go right ahead and get back to it. Back to some hip-hop. Y'all already know what it is. We got my guy, Nas, First Time, the official audio produced by none other than Hit Boy from the album King's Disease 3. This is track number 14. Like I said, we're not going to have every song for today. Given Nas has dropped an album with 18 tracks, I had to break them down into 4. So today will be 5 to extend for Monday, this Monday. All right, but without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor before we get to reacting and enjoying this reaction. I would like for you guys to do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. Also, a lyrical breakdown will be provided once the song is over. And yes, I do have another YouTube channel, you guys. It is called The King Life Podcast, alongside my good friend and fellow co-host, Anthony Lombaro. Our latest episode, Roblox Needs to Change. Find out why. Support, share, subscribe. Do whatever you can. Please, I would definitely appreciate it. All right, enough talking. Here we go. Nas, First Time, the official audio.
First time. Yeah. I think we're gonna call this one the first time. Brucey B voice. First time you heard Nas, was you earling off some gut rot liquor on 2-5? Or your big brother put you on like surprise? Hearing my hood described, so vivid you can see it while closing your eyes. Maybe it was the age of the letters I wrote, when jail letters will hope you read the credits and you saw Large Pro. Or some decrepit club where DJ SNS had buzz. I stepped on the stage with imperfections I was messing up on her first time. Inside a Subaru, she just had a few with her boo. They driving, he put on barbecue, and I got through to you with doodle. I saw Rocka Fubu outside Papayas, told me halftime was time. Overall in his tires, I was trying to juggle Columbia records while dealing with what the country Columbia jungles had left us. First time you heard it, Nas, I probably was under suppressor, gun in the dresser while you was bagging up in the kitchen playing my records. Your first time was you hitting the gas in the whip with some ass you never hit, and she passed your real music test to know if she into the ad-libs, real rap shit. Yeah. First time you heard Nas, you probably heard somebody say that I pick bad beats, but I pick bad freaks. Narratives they running with, the classics they coming with, ain't fucking with what I recorded last week for new guys. Hope this the first time you heard Nas. It's a special moment, a million reasons I wrote it. My shit to get you rescinded, cause you can tell where my soul is. The one I'm chosen like Bryce and Brody, they pop ball, so they had to do it. My dad did music, I had to pursue it. And spread my wings on a helipad like Swoop did. The truth is, a similar thing had happened to me. I listen to Wayne, I listen to G, I listen to Dre, I listen to me.
Reminds me of Magic.
The atmosphere, 09 I was there. A La Cienega, my nigga from LA said there's a nigga from Black Hippie. I was happy to just witness history. Like the first time I heard Slick Rick. How did you feel? First time you heard Nas. First time hearing Biggie. I'm like, who's this kid? Wow. First time you heard Nas. When I heard Pop, that was on that song with our Digital Underground. Like, first time you heard Nas. Yeah. That was crazy. I really hope that this your first time. It's something about first time hearing your favorite artist, or they become to be your favorite artist after like a long time, or it's instantaneous. Like, I know when the first time I heard Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, Shaka Khan, Stevie Wonder,
bro.
like,
come on, bro.
NWA, what the fuck is this shit, kid? I was going crazy.
I love it, bro. So it's an introspective approach to Nas' own music and history, but he's also reminiscing on back when he listened to the first time. He listened to, his favorite artists is coming up, rappers that inspired him, rappers that he would rap alongside as his peers. So I loved it, bro. I love how you can illustrate how you must have felt in that moment when you first heard Big, when you first heard Pac, when you first heard Dre. Wu-Tang, NWA, you know what I'm saying? You just name a tribe, you know, like you just go back into the history of hip hop, Slick Rick, Rakim, Eric B. Like I know this, I know my history, Big Daddy Kane, I know it, I know my history. So I say this all to say, like, they were so influential in their times, you know what I'm saying? And they still are to this day. I believe it to this day because hip hop has always been here. You see what I'm saying? It's always been relevant. I don't care what nobody say, regardless if you don't like, you know, mumble rap or if you're more of a fan of lyrical rap, regardless, it's still an evolution of hip hop. It's still an evolution of rap. And I think I had to come to terms with that, even when I was like, so judgmental about it at first. But because at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And you're going, whether or not you're going to enjoy it or you're not going to really enjoy it. It's up to you, bro. Music is so subjective. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we tend to forget that sometimes about, like, why people are so interested in their favorite artists and why. Like, they don't, there's always a reason why. You know what I'm saying? I think we miss that sometimes. But let's go right here and get towards the lyrical breakdown minus the intro. Shout out to Brucey B. You know what I'm saying? He is a New York DJ. You know what I'm saying? He worked with Nas on Definition from the Definition from King's Disease, the first King's Disease project. So that was dope. All right, verse 1. First time you heard Nas was you earling on some gut rut liquor on 2-5, or your big brother put you on like surprise. Hearing my hood described. I love this. You know what I'm saying? So either you was drinking, you know what I'm saying? You know, heard Nas come on, you know, the radio somehow, or got that tape, and was able to just come into the history of hip hop, like classic hip hop, or did someone put you on? Let me see. Did I get put on by Nas? Yeah, I say I would got put on by Nas. I'm not quite sure who, but I would say I got put on Nas when I was young. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And I've always been a big Nas fan, for sure. He's definitely one of my favorite rappers of all time. Seriously, like his penmanship, his just a lyricist, bro. You know what I mean? But he's more than just that. He's a GOAT. You know, he's he's still with MC, and people don't even call those MCs no more. He's probably one of the rarities that you find in the MC. And he just kills it. You know, regardless of what time frame you got hit to Nas. Maybe it was the age of the letters I wrote. When jail letters were hope, you read the credits and you saw large pro. Yup. So now I keep getting this mix of whether or not Nas was either 17, 18, or 19 at the time when he recorded Illmatic. I'm not quite sure. But he did work with Large Professor. Large Professor, as we all know, produced One Love, which was a song dedicated to a friend Nas known who was in jail at the time. So that was a letter to him. Or some decrepit club where DJ SNS had buzz. I stepped on the stage with imperfections. Wow. So, I remember this. I remember hearing about this. So he called, I think he had an issue with, there's a movie called Cobra. And I believe Sly Stone was in that. But he mispronounced, I think he didn't pronounce his name completely when performing. This is happening around the time when he was performing It Ain't Hard to Tell. I forget what show it was. But yeah, this was a known thing. It was no big, deal. But at the same time, it's just things happen. Things happen when it comes to not being perfect, which is what I'm doing right now. I was messing up or her first time inside a Subaru. She just had a feud with her boo. They driving, he put on barbecue, and I got through to you. The main source. 91 track live at the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? That was one of Nas's first songs he recorded around that time. And he was on stage too, performing it. A dude who I saw rocking FUBU outside Papayas told me halftime was timeless while Armor All in his tires. So now we're getting to, what he's been told over the years about how his music has, paved the way or has been appreciated through his fans. You know what I'm saying? Timeless, Halftime, one of the first, intro track into the album? No, that's Genesis was the first track, but then the second track I believe was in New York State of Mind, and I think Halftime came sometime later, but it wasn't too far from the album, right? Now listen to it back. All right. While he says, I was trying to juggle Columbia Records while dealing with what the country Columbia jungles had left us. So this is where Nas is the GOAT, seriously, because he's flaunting his writing abilities right now, and he's using clever homophones, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to talking about Columbia Records, but like you're dealing with drugs, cocaine. He may be talking about the South American country of Colombia, you know what I'm saying? Just the way he just ties that in there, Columbia Records, Colombia. But also, he got his name in from a Colombia guy. I believe it was Pablo Escobar, which is why Nas calls himself Esco. It's one of his monikers, Nas Escobar, you know, because it's a reference towards Pablo, who was born in Colombia and died in Colombia. Rest in peace. Anyways, first time you heard of Nas, I probably was under some pressure. Gun in the dresser while you was bagging up in the kitchen playing my records. Yep. So, this is probably a reference to Represent, son, represent from Illmatic. Also, Jay-Z, you know, refuted that on Takeover. I didn't want to push an envelope, okay? But he kind of did. Let's be honest. It's in the song, all right? It's a fact. Anyways, verse 2, first time you heard Nas, you probably heard somebody say that I pick bad beats. I'm not going to go there. Enough has been said about that debate. Once again, like I said, I appreciate Nas. I don't think Nas has bad beats. I don't think he has perfect beats, but I don't think he has bad beats. I think people gave him a lot of flack for that for the remainder of his career to this day. But I'm sure with King's Disease, 1, 2, 3, and then Magic, people are not saying that no more. People are already like, yeah, Nas is there now. I'm like, he's not picking bad beats again. I'm like, I don't understand what was bad about some of the production from yesteryear. I still don't get that to this day. I don't. I swear I don't get that. But I can understand people highlighting certain criticism about Nas from then on. I would just like to, if you can hit me with a valid and proved reason about why, then I will understand. However, I don't think all of Nas's beats back then, in my personal opinion, okay, this is just my opinion, were bad. They were not basuda to me. Not that bad. Okay, anyways. But I pick bad freaks. Facts. Narrators, they running with the classes they coming with. Ain't messing with what I recorded last week. For new guys, hope this is the first time you heard Nas. It's a special moment. A million reasons I wrote it. Facts. My stuff will get you recentered because you can tell where my soul is. The run, I'm chosen, like Bryce and Bronny, they're pop ball, so they had to do it. You know, he's referring to Bryce and Bronny James, two sons from legendary NBA player LeBron James. One of the most highly decorated and talented ball players in the game of all time. So, and yes, I believe one of his sons is about to be drafted in 2024. So that's gonna be dope. You know, joining a father while he's playing NBA too. Hopefully LeBron's still playing. I don't know. But anyways, my dad did music. I had to pursue it. Talking about his dad, Oludara, which he featured on Bridging the Gap, a hip-hop jazz record, and Spread My Wings on the Helipad like Troop did. Troop R&B group. He had a song called Spread My Wings from 89. The truth is, a similar thing had happened to me. I listened to Wayne, I listened to G, I listened to Dre, I listened to me. He's referring to 3 rappers. Wayne, Lil Wayne, Coogee Rap, and Dr. Dre. And his own music. Those are his influences, I guess. I don't know. But then again, maybe that's just some artists that he listens to the most for the most part. Since when did rap leave me so suspended in the air? I mean, you say hip-hop is dead. But anyways, since Kendrick entered the atmosphere, 09, I was there. You know what I'm saying? He was there when Kendrick came around, bruh. You feel me? Oh man. So and then Kendrick even talked about how they have mutual respect for one another. He talked about how Nas really helped him. Nas praised Good Kid, Mad City when it came out. You know what I mean? But also, Kendrick had an EP in '09, which was the Kendrick Lamar EP, classic project. On La Cienga, my homie from LA said there's a homie from Black Hippie. I was happy to just witness history. Yes, I love it, bro. I love that he's paying homage to those who are now and those who were then. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he says in Slick Rick towards the interlude, he talks about Big, talks about Pac, Digital Underground. I love it, bro. And then even artists outside hip hop like Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, Chaka Khan, Stevie Wonder. This is just great. This is a great song, and it's a great message to those to what it really does is going to help inspire artists to just appreciate music from then to now. You can be critical, you can be honest in your approach, but keep it positive. I'm a positive Pete, so be positive. But anyways, enough talking. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor before we go right ahead and end this reaction. I would like for you guys to do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This was Nas' First Time, the official audio produced by Hit Boy from the album King's Disease 3. King Life, we are out.